Should mute. There we go. Righty. Hello, welcome. Thank you, Sherilyn, for coming. All right. I'm gonna publish. I'm gonna send a note to my friends on LinkedIn, let them know the party is in here. Let's see here. We'll just give another couple minutes for a few people. Oopsie. Um, all right, hello everyone. Oh, there we go. Almost done. All right, let's go. Okay, I did it. The thumbnail is awful that YouTube picked for this event. It's awful. Good to see you all. Welcome in. I'm so glad to see you. Asheville, what? Joe, is it snowing? Oh my gosh, I can't. Good. Oh, yes, not yet. Yes. If you have questions, I unmute you and let you in. And you can say anything you like. Yeah, you can join us. But they are controlled because we had some challenges. So we're just it's serving us well so far. But but you can raise your hand at any time and I can unmute you if you want to say something and say hello. It also is because a lot of people, it just every time we do it, someone accidentally unmutes themselves and does something or says something. And we're live streaming, so we're trying to just make it calm. Oh, good to see you. Melanie's there. Awesome. Sandrine and Sarah, Marianne, Lucy, Kirk again. Good to see you. Welcome aboard. Glad you're here. We'll give them another 2 minutes or so. Amazing. Hello. Yes, great to see you. Vocal culturists. I love it. Did I introduce you to Erin Reddick last time in DC? Anyway, she's in DC, but I think you all would get along very well as the connector. Rochester, I've spent a lot of time in Rochester, New York, actually. Many summers. My family is from Geneva and Syracuse area. And Rochester and Brockport. Like that whole thing. So cool. Awesome, Val. Thanks for coming and joining us. All right. We like to just see how many people come. Like if it's it's a night, it depends on the week. Next week we'll be doing some fun stuff. So I'm excited to share that with you all. But first I'm going to recap this week as we get started. And then as I mentioned, if you have a question or want to say something, just raise your hand. I'll let you in. The only reason we're doing it in this format is number one, so I can capture all of the questions that get asked in case someone's not here and I have a chance to kind of document that in the notes that I provide when we put this recording in the community. we are recording this session for people who might have missed it and want to get to know you all and get an update on what's happening in the community itself. So this is our Q&A call and update call for the I Love AI community. For those of you who are here for the first time, welcome. And if you're watching this on a social media platform and you're not in the room, in the Zoom room, you can join the community at any time. And I'll make sure that shows up in the comment section of the live replay. So if you see a link, click on it, join us. We'd love to have you live. And so I'll do my updates and then I just open up the mics for everyone. And if you have a question, you can just chime right in. I think when I give you access to audio, you get access to video too. I haven't figured that part out. We're going to try it this week. So let's hope some of you I get to see. Otherwise, it's not nearly as fun if it's just my face. But let me go ahead and start with our update. This week was a fun-filled week for me. And the AI Leadership Institute. So like I said, for those of you who are new here, I created the I Love AI community, this free community, to basically take what I know about building responsible AI at scale and put it into a wonderful little class that I wanted to make available to anyone who is trying to learn how to either grow their career using artificial intelligence, improve their productivity in general in any role using artificial intelligence, or maybe even take it a step further and become a solutions architect or an influencer or a thought leader in this space, which there is room for any of you who are interested in doing that. And so this is my call I do every single week to just welcome you, number one, give you a chance. I'm going to take a look at both of the communities so you can see what you're meant to do there in case you haven't been able to poke around, and also give you an update on the things that are happening in our communities as well. We had some really cool stuff happen over this week. On Monday, we are continuing a series. Actually, it's a class on Maven. All of the members of the AI Leadership Institute, which is actually the advanced kind of area of our community. All of those people get free access to any course that I teach on any platform that's related to the AI Leadership Institute. And so once you join and become a member, you get access to, for example, my Maven course, I think is $3,000. And don't worry, if somebody pays $3,000 and finds out that they want to be in the community, I make it all good. I've had to only do that a couple times, but I do that. But it's a $3,000 course and it's extremely popular. It's a bestseller this month, which I'm super proud of. But everyone who joins the community and is a member gets to join that. But we are in week 5 of 6. So we just did week 5 of how to become an AI solutions architect. And we talked about, so in the entire course, we go from how do you think like an AI solutions architect? How do you learn technology the way a solution architect needs to learn it, meaning fast and furious? How do you present to executives and clients and people that will ultimately pay you for your expertise and buy the product or service that you're selling? And then most importantly, how do you create a reputation that precedes you? And that's what we are doing this week. And our last session is optional, but it's on Monday. So really, really fun. Not yet, Lucy. I'm just going to do the update first, and then I'll open it up for everyone, and you all can join me live. So that'll be super fun. That portion, that class, we did basically leadership training on Monday, where I went through all of the different perspectives I have on leadership, something I called the lamplighter effect, which is what it means to be a type of leader that lights the path for others. And it is an acronym. I won't go through it today, but I have a lot to say on what it takes to be a responsible leader in the time of artificial intelligence. And so we talked about it then. The next thing that we did, I actually had an opportunity. I was in jury duty. I don't know if you do this, but yeah, I got selected, not selected. I got asked, or what do they call that? Sanctioned? I don't know. Asked, like commanded, summoned. That's the word. Summoned for jury duty. So I got summoned for jury duty. And I went all the way. As many of you know, I'm quite opinionated in my perspective. And there was all sorts of stuff going on in this case. But I was selected and I was questioned many times by both the prosecution and the defense. I was even, once they let everyone go, they called just my name to re-interview me afterwards, which that's never happened to me before. But anyway, so I spent the whole day in jury selection, only to find out at the end that I was a little bit too opinionated and biased. And I will say that of course I have my biases, and sometimes those biases will not affect a court case. In this case, it 100% affected it because it was about a collision, a traffic collision. It was about loss of limb and loss of capability. And of course, my dad, if you all remember or know, he was hit by a car 10 years ago, but it feels like yesterday, by a distracted driver. So this was a case about a distracted driver being held accountable. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to struggle to be kind of, what do they say? They ask you to be, can you be fair and impartial? And I will say I'm a little bit partial to the outcome of a case like that. And so I couldn't, in the end, be selected. So good for them. But I honestly answered the question. And I realized that one of the most important things in the United States that we can do, one, is we could serve our country in the military. But that's not me. I'm a conscientious objector. Like I could never. Anyway, I can't do that. However, the second most important way to serve my country is to actually help someone have a fair and impartial jury of their peers. Like it's part of our constitutional, rights. And so I was really excited to be selected to come, and not everybody gets summoned for jury duty. So I was excited for that. And I kind of wished I would have gotten a chance to be on the jury, but they did good. They chose right. And it was a 4-day case that would be, so I would have been gone for 4 days. Who knows? Might not even been back for this. But that didn't happen. So fast forward, I'm now on to yesterday. We had a really cool opportunity to deliver a 4-hour bot builder boot camp. So I did it 4 hours in studio, recorded the whole thing. It will eventually be recorded and made available. Those of you who took it in the I Love AI community, if you go to the classroom, you'll see it was a paid for boot camp. It's always a paid workshop. I do them at conferences, and we recently did one in Washington, D.C. at the Voice in AI and Gov Summit conferences. And it was extremely successful then. And so I was like, oh, we should do it online, but I didn't want to do it just like this in my office. Thanks, Melanie. Yes, it was awesome. You were awesome. But yeah, it was a really cool program. But I thought, well, what if you can't come to an event? So I have I think 40, 50 events scheduled for 2025, of which half of them we are going to be pushing to do a bot builder bootcamp in those cities. But what if you can't come in person? So I wanted to create a well-produced, edited version of Bot Builder, and that's what we did yesterday. So people got a chance to pay to be part of it. I had 3 people come in person, which was awesome, live in studio. But then I also had, we had about 25 people join the Bot Builder workshop and just be part of the recording and be live on Zoom with me. So that was really fun. We do those workshops every single month virtually, but now you'll have an option rather than paying. Either you become a member of the AI Leadership Institute and you can take it as much as you want and it's free with your membership, or you can now have an option to attend live, which is more expensive than if you attend or just pay for the recording. So you'll have both options moving forward, starting in December. But yes, so we're going to do a bot builder in December. Some other stuff. So that was yesterday. Then last night, I got a chance to continue our free webinar series on becoming an AI consultant in 2025. Now, this is one of my favorite types of series to do because basically a month before I launched the series, I started an AI consultancy. I literally did exactly what I'm teaching everyone to do in the series. So I started a brand new company called AI Leadership Consulting. I did all the things. I set up the entity. I created, the EIN number. I did all of those things. Now, granted, some of those were shorter because I already have an EIN, but I went through the motions. I set up a website. And so all the things that I'm asking the people attending this session to do, I have done. I spent time in my last night, we focused on building out your purpose and your exclusivity statement for your business. What makes you special and why should people work with you? So many of you have attended sessions where I've gone through this, where you talk about like, you create a sentence, right, that says something like, hey, like if I was going to meet you at a party, right, I would say, hey, I'm Noelle, nice to meet you. Yeah, I help founders, female founders, actually just like you, because you're a female founder. I help female founders just like you make more revenue, get more clients, close more deals through the use of artificial intelligence. And I get to do that without them having to actually know any of their have any technical skills at all. I call it no code, no code, but no code, no limits, or no code, lots of magic. And when I say and introduce myself that way, people are almost always like, wait, what did you say about more clients or more sales? How can you help me with that? What does that look like? And that's the goal, right? Of understanding your purpose and why you do what you do. You can uniquely identify an audience you can talk to. And then from that audience, you can uniquely identify what value you can offer them. And then if you know your audience really well, you'll also know what are they the most afraid of. And when I start talking about AI, the immediate concern people have is like, well, I'm not technical. I'm not technical enough for that. And so I include it now in my introduction. And so that's what we covered last night, of course, in much more verbose format. I will be uploading that video. All of you can watch these as we go. So if any of you are building a business or just want to see how I'm doing it live, I literally am building it as we go. So today I launched I do a process called 100. It's a 100 process. It's just called the 100. And I do certain activities. And so I'll share that actually in our next session. But right now I'm doing the 100. And so I'm doing it and documenting it. So when I teach the class, I'll be like, look, this is what happened over the last 10 days. It's so fun. It's fun to be a doer, right? Like to actually do things, not just talk about it, not just teach from a PowerPoint, but to do it and then show people what you've done. That's literally the essence of what we've built here in the I Love AI community and why we have so many build opportunities in the AI Leadership Institute. So that was last night. Today, I already had a call with, first of all, I have a stand up with our newly formed team inside the AI Leadership Institute. These are AI mentors. These are people who have gone through all of my programs. And they have now volunteered themselves to become part of our team. So I interviewed them, of course, but now they're part of our team as mentors. You'll see them reach out to you. So Sarah is one of them who's on the call right now. And Padmini is actually getting ready to go to India. So she's not here yet. But both of them are mentors. And what that means is that they're going to be reaching out to you and saying hi to you and making sure that you're having a good experience. So please respond back. They are not bots. They are not AI systems. They are humans vulnerably being like, hey, just saying hi. So if they reach out to you, please respond back. And if you need help or if you want to figure out how to accelerate your journey in learning artificial intelligence, or if you have questions, they are perfect to answer it because they've been through all of the content. They've gone through all the programs. They are members of the AI Leadership Institute. So it's a really great opportunity. And they are just helping me scale me and what I do. So they are there for you. You can reach out to them. We do have an opportunity for those who are in the AI Leadership Institute. Once you go through that program, you can also become a mentor. So it's another opportunity to work closer with me if you decide you want to do that. Let me see. I'm just going to check our names here. Okay, great. The last thing, of course, we're here on this call. So what I want to do today is in the last few minutes of my update, share with you some things that are upcoming. Now, what I do is I offer you the opportunity to just buy into an experience if you choose to. The things that I am doing are paid classes, but if I recognize that this is a free community. Like we have so much value just by getting to know the people in this community. There are founders here, there are executives here, there are CEOs, there are developers, there are admins, there are PMs, like there's all sorts of skills across at least 19 industries that I've counted so far. So it's an extremely, we have 1,100 members, actually 1,130, maybe we have more by now. But 1,130. So we have a lot of people in this community and they're all worth kind of getting to know. I personally have vetted every single one of you that is here. So I'm so glad that you are here and you decide to join us. So that is the huge value of just being here, is that there's a very cool collection of people that are interested in helping you, that need your help. So there's a great opportunity for collaboration. Speaking of that, a week from today, Black Friday, we are going to be hosting a very special, it's already on the community calendar. We're going to be hosting a very special event. It's called Black Friday Give Back Black Friday, right? And so it's an opportunity instead, or maybe along with spending money on Black Friday, right? Going and buying a new 57-inch television for $200 or whatever you're going to do on Black Friday. We're going to give you an opportunity during this call, during our 4 o'clock call, to spend 2 hours with us instead of just 1, which is what we typically do. And all you have to do to be able to attend is, and again, it's Give Back Friday. So if you, I'm not going to be like, hey, you didn't do this, you can't be here. Like, I'm hoping you'll just want to take the opportunity to do it. But we will be celebrating those of you who have chosen to donate to a cause, any amount, like any amount. We are going to ask you who you donated to, and we're going to celebrate you for donating to that cause and invite you to take part in a new hackathon. You do have to register in order to get access to this software, but every month we're going to focus on a new product. And we happen to have some really awesome founders inside of our community. And one of them is Eric, and he launched a product. You might have seen him on the call over the past few weeks. He's been a hugely active participant. He's ranked on the leaderboard, so you can go check him out. But he has a product called Mystic AI, right? AI Mystic AI. So it's Mystic. And what it allows you to do is build agentic orchestrations. If you've heard about agentic AI, it's all the rage these days, because we've moved past building, in some circles, we've moved past building single kind of tiny function, purpose-built functional systems, machines, bots. And now we're looking at a world, well, what if I've got a bunch of bots? How do I orchestrate them together? And so Mystic AI is a platform that helps us do that. He is in beta right now. And so we are going to do a We Love Mystic AI hackathon. And all you have to do to attend is just donate any amount of money, $1, $5, whatever you can do, to a charity of your choice. And you will just send us a little note that says, hey, I donated this charity. I'd love to get access to this platform. Oh my gosh, absolutely. We have suggestions. Thank you for reminding me. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. Maybe. Let me go over here and I'm going to share my screen of the community. So let me do that right now. I'm trying to find my share screen button. There it is. There it is. I found it. Okay. So I'm right now in the AI Leadership Institute community. So I'm going to, oopsie, how do I move this? Oh, there we go. I'm going to drop this down and go to the free community. So which we're in here right now. Hello, the updates are happening. We're live. What I was going to show you is when you go and look at this in the AI update, you will see here, there's an opportunity to actually submit a lightning talk. This means that any one of you, if you want to spend 10 minutes talking about a thing, I would encourage you to do that first. This is basically you planting the seed in the community and just gauging interest, right? People might be like, oh my God, that's amazing. Or people might not, either way. But this is exactly what we did more informally with Eric. We let him talk a little bit about his platform. And a bunch of us were like, well, that's cool. I mean, how do we play with it? Can we get access? And so about 10 of us went and tried to get access. And so we were like, oh, we should do this at scale for more people in the community. So that's how it starts. So just go in and submit your talk. We review these. The mentors and I sit on a call. We have stand-ups every single day, and we'll review the people that have submitted lightning talks, and we'll just stack you up. I will tell you that people who are in the paid community do get precedence. So if they happen to be a paid member, they will get priority. But right now we've got openings in every single call for the rest of this year and going into January. So plenty of opportunity for you to join in. So that is how, if you have other ideas of products you want us to do, either full out hackathons, or you just want to come and start with a 10-minute talk about the product. My vision of this call in the future will be, we have 4 to 5 of these lightning talks, and it doesn't have to be about a product. I actually encourage it not to be in most cases, but maybe what you're working on or a project you just delivered, like give you a chance to take a stage and practice what it means to speak for 10 minutes about a topic that you love, and actually maybe help you improve your speaking skills along the way. So that is that. You'll notice already on the calendar, we have Black Friday already identified. So here is the registration. So what I'm going to encourage you to do, like I said, give back, bring your receipt. There will be a special prize for people who bring receipts. So bring a receipt for a donation that you made. And for those, and again, I'm not asking you to give like $1,000 or 10,000, like whatever you can, $1, like just shift your mindset into giving instead of buying or taking, right? Like, I think it'll be a really powerful opportunity for us to do that. Plus, Eric is giving us his platform. And while he did not ask us to pay anything to do that, I thought the best thing we could do is show a gesture that we've given. And the reason I'm asking you to bring your receipt is that I would love to aggregate all of that and let him know what this event, how this has impacted charities that we've decided to donate to. I think it'd be a really great thing to do. So anyway, so that is the link. Please check it out inside the community as well. Now, I haven't populated these. Maybe I have some of them. So I'm going to go into, since I'm looking at the calendar, I'm going to go ahead and check out December. You'll see we have quite a few activities that are happening in December. And one of them, of course, is our call every Friday. And I will delete calls or let you know ahead of time if we decide not to have a call the week of Christmas, which we probably won't. I haven't made that decision, but I'm looking at it now. I haven't looked this far ahead. I'm like, oh yeah, I should take a week off for my family's sake. But every other, like the 20th and the 3rd, we'll probably definitely be doing, because by the 3rd, I'm going to be very interested in kind of getting my year going, and I want you all to come along with me. But some of the things that are on the schedule right now, these are happening in the AI Leadership Institute. But if you want to participate and you don't want to become a member for some reason, there will be the ability to buy a one-off experience. What we have found, though, is that people who buy one-off experiences, they then want to do the next one, and now they've overpaid. So I'm going to encourage you to really consider whether or not you want to become a member. But the first one we're going to be doing, oh, cool. I love it. It looks beautiful. So this is our computer vision session. So I will be doing a live learning lab. Now, the reason that I have everyone do this in the paid community is because I'm going to give you access to Noelle's tenant, the AI Leadership Institute tenant, which means that I have to trust you, and we have to have like some kind of solid, I mean, I trust all of you, of course, but you're going to be getting access to my environment. So it's a slightly different level of access. Now, computer vision, it's going to be from 12 to 1:30 on December 4th. If you want to participate, you'll be able to do that. You also, we also have the webinar series for AI consultancy. So again, remember this consultancy, I'm teaching you in 6 weeks, well, technically 5 live recordings in one, or 5 live sessions in one recording, because it runs right into Christmas. But you will be learning how to build a practice. Now, you might be doing it internally or externally, but it's free to join. You just have to register so you can get emailed the link to actually access the live sessions. So that happens every Thursday from now until December 19th, minus next week, which is Thanksgiving. I'm not going to be doing one on Thanksgiving. I hope you understand. Then we move to December 11th, where inside of my community, I think most of you know this, but I'm a Microsoft AI MVP. And there are things you need to do in order to do that. But what I found out was that I have the ability to nominate people. However, I'm not going to just nominate anyone. I want you to kind of know what you need to do to be successful. My nomination is the first step on your journey to becoming a Microsoft MVP, but there are other things, other gates you need to pass through. And so I want to train anyone who's interested in becoming an MVP, but this is special because my name is on the line when I nominate you. So I want to make sure that you're prepared for that and willing to invest the right time and resources before I actually do that nomination in December. So that being said, we are hosting a information session inside the AI Leadership Institute for those of you who might be interested in that and not know that we're doing that. What's not on the calendar right now is we are also, I don't know if you remember, but we did document intelligence last month as part of the Azure AI Challenge. It ended on November 1st. Well, we are in the middle of a brand new challenge. I don't know if I have it open here somewhere. Maybe. Let me see. It might be here. Nope, not exactly. That's okay. I'll go to challenge. Oh goodness, I didn't spell it right. So I'm going to try and bring it up for you. Oh, wait, challenge. There we go. So Microsoft Ignite is happening this week, and there is a new challenge that has launched, and we have 48 days. So I'm going to be running a couple of live learning labs where we're going to do these challenges live. And again, you're going to, if you're in the AI Leadership Institute, you'll get access to my tenant to do the labs. Because sometimes that's a barrier to entry, right? People don't want to set up their own tenant, or they don't want to set up a pay-as-you-go account or get a virtual, private card to make sure they don't overpay. Like, it becomes friction. And so I'm going to reduce that friction by just letting members of the community actually use my account to do all of their labs and use the services that I've created. So that'll be super fun as well. We are going to, on the 11th, be doing this one, which is the Create Agents in Microsoft Copilot Studio. So like I said, agents are all the rage. So I thought we would walk through it. It is a little bit more technical than the average things that we cover, but I thought it's December, so why not take a leap into something more complex? Okay, awesome. So I'll stop sharing there. So there's lots of fun things that are happening. We always have our calls. We always have our community chats. But I forgot to mention, this is for all of you. I'm going to have to go back and share my screen again. Hold on, because this is fun. It's so cool. Okay, here we go, share. So I'm going to go back to our community. We have a new really fun, cool thing that we do. So number one, if you are new to our community, inside the classroom, there is a start here onboarding section, and this will tell you what to do to get started. And in that very first one, of course, I share with you kind of how we reward people. I did just set up our exclusive merch access, so I just need to hyperlink this to our store. So when you get to level 4, you'll be able to buy the coveted I think I have one around here somewhere, but the iHeart AI t-shirt. You'll also be able to get stickers if you want to get I Love AI stickers and hand them out at a meetup that you're going to. So that will be available to you when you hit level 4. And this step-by-step process is how you level up in our community. One thing I do, though, want to tell you, let's see, I think it's in intros. So in step 2, when we introduce yourself, you'll notice we have a new step, which is to put yourself on the map. Some of you have already done this. I'm going to go ahead and click on it. And of course, it's going to ask me if I'm human, which I am. So you can see we've got people. I just launched it this week, so I'm super excited about it. But we can see who is where. We've got people all along the Eastern Seaboard. We've got some mid and West Coast people. Portland is in the house. But also we have global, right? We have a couple people in Australia. And honestly, we have lots of people more than this. This is just people who happen to have seen that post. But I'm going to encourage you right now, if you want. Maybe I will grab the link and send it over to you so that you can also add yourself to the community, which is pretty cool. So I'm just going to copy the link and put it in our chat. Everyone. So if you want to go put yourself on the map, that would be super awesome. There you go, Melanie. Sorry. There you go. Awesome. Oh no, Marion, you couldn't add yourself. I don't know why. So there is a trick to it. The instructions are here, but you do need to add, when you go to this website, it's going to ask you to log in. You have to log in with the same credentials that you used to get into this community. So make sure you're using the right email address. And then you have to pick our community. So you might be in more than one. So make sure you are picking the I Love AI community to ensure that you did that. So yeah, try again, Marion. I'd love to see you on there. Otherwise, I can add it for you. So if any of you have any trouble, you could just be like, I can't figure it out. Noelle, tell me what to do. And I can add you myself. But it's way more fun when you do it. I was the first one to add. But I don't know if Matt's on the call today. Let me see if I'm gonna stop sharing. So now you see our cool new map. But let me see if Matt's on the call. No, he's not on the call today. But he is doing some really, we met him live. We got to meet in DC. He's doing some very interesting legislation work that's like in the final days. So he's been very busy lately. But oh gosh, I totally forgot what I was going to tell you about him. Oh well, I can't remember. Oh, maybe so Marion and him both asked me for this capability, like to have an opportunity to get on the map. And one of the things that Matt wanted to do is he was like, look, I go to hackathons all the time, I go to events. It'd be cool if I could put those events on a map. So that way, if you happen to be in the same location, you could go look at it. So I encourage you, either let me know that you have an event and I'll put it up there, or try, I think you can go in and either add yourself or an event to our map. Maybe, I don't know. I haven't tested that, but I definitely know I can add events. So it's another opportunity for us to see what events are happening nearby, and really fun. So that is very, very exciting opportunity for us. And I was teaching all day yesterday, so I haven't had a chance. If you sent me a message, I still have 7 more to go. I started off with over 30 messages today, but I'm going through them one at a time. Awesome, Daniel's on the map. There's another Daniel. Did you see in Australia? I thought that was quite interesting. So I don't know if you saw, but yeah, I know. I think so. Pretty sure it wasn't you. So I was like, oh, that's interesting. Maybe it was New Zealand, but anyway, in your side of the world. So glad you made it today. Anyway, there is an opportunity every month. We are still in November 2022. As you see, I'm just scrolling through. Lots of people have contributed content. Please feel free to do the same. Leverage tools that people are asking you to share, or asking to share, or asking for your feedback on. Like I said, it is like a legit community. People who are here and who are active, they want to help you. They want to be helped by you. So do not hesitate to kind of write your comments in. And then in order to level up in the community, you will need to comment, like, and post content that people appreciate. So in the onboarding class, it'll teach you exactly how to level up. So that being said, let me go and take a look at the leaderboard. I got some exciting stuff happening. So the leaderboard is here. You can all see the leaderboard at any time. But you'll see our 7-day leaderboard. We've got all new names. And so I wanted to take an opportunity in this call to do something fun and special. Now, granted, the people who are on the longer leaderboards, they stay there for a long period of time. So I do end up giving them their own flowers in a different way. But for those of you who are on the 7-day leaderboard, I don't know if they're here right now, but in the spirit of, let's see if I can find it. Oh, it's here. Here it is. Yay. So one of the benefits of being a Microsoft MVP is that Microsoft sends me cool stuff. So in the spirit of the leaderboard winners, I'm going to be sending you these very cool limited time Azure AI sticker sheets. I have a few of different kinds. It's like a little sticker package. One of them is this coveted, I don't know, some of y'all might not be sticker people. Give it to someone who wants it. But this is a Prompty sticker. Prompty is a tool launched by Microsoft. It was built by devs for devs. Very, very cool sticker. There were only about 2,000 of these stickers created. And so I took a stash for our community members. And then you will also get, of course, access to this coveted sticker. So some of you saw my post. This sticker is coveted because it represents Safable and the Copilot PC. So the Copilot PC was launched, and the keynote reinforced it again this year at Ignite. But Copilot PC has a new processing unit called the NPU, Neural Processing Unit. So everybody will have, the AI version of Clippy. Exactly. That's why it's called Prompty. Yes, but better than Clippy. Not nearly as annoying or frustrating as Clippy. But now, so Shanti and Shar and Matthew all will get, and I don't know. Oh, I do have it. I'm gonna go get it. Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. So I got cool new bubble mailers. Oh. So I'm going to be putting these stickers in a bubble mailer and sending it to our leaderboard people. So that's exciting. I don't always have stuff that I can send, but as we go into the holidays, I feel like giving. So that is what I will be doing for you all. I hope you enjoy it. And one more reason to just create content. Here's the cool thing that I love about the way our community is set up. You don't get points for building content, like spamming content, like just we had a couple people that were using AI to just generate posts every day. Like there's no value in that. People aren't going to read it. Like if people don't like it, you don't get credit. So you have to provide valuable contributions, and you also get credit when people either like or comment on your contribution. But more importantly, you also get credit when you like and contribute to other people's stuff. So really, really cool option. So what I do in my day, it's part of my consultancy lead generation strategy, is I comment on posts and not, hey, great. Oh, that's awesome. Like I try to be really thoughtful. I actually try to scan all the comments in a post and make the best comment ever. That's my goal, is I want to be the best commenter. And it's kind of a sneak attack from a social media perspective, because if you create a good post, people will start liking your post. And if they like your post, you actually get elevated. So when someone sees someone else's content, your comment is first. So you kind of get this extra visibility. It's pretty cool. So that's what I do. Just to give you a little side info about how I sometimes manage creating content without actually creating content. But yeah, so congratulations to our sticker winners. I will be sending those out this week, so you get them before we meet again next week. But that should be fun. Now, if you happen to be, which one of our winners in the past, if you're in Egypt or Thailand or something like that, if you're not in Europe, or so Daniel, I'll figure it out for you. But if you're far away, it will cost me like $200 to send something to you. Or I send it super snail mail for like $70 or something. Anyway, so I'm trying to find more economical ways to get physical products to you all. The best way I've figured it out is to actually create a store. So I'm going to show you the store that if you get to level 4, you will have access to. Am I sharing my screen? No, I'm not. Okay. So let me go and do that right now. So we have a new store. Down, where is it? Where's my tabs? Can't see the button. Oh, that's why. Oh my goodness, so many. There we go. There we go. New tab. So I did mine on, what was it called? Oh my gosh, Sticker Mule. Well, that's not what I wanted to do. This is kind of what it looks like, but I'm actually going to go to my store itself. So this is what it looks like. I think I have a way of seeing it as you would see it. Maybe this one. Oh, yeah, that's cool. Let's see. Let me move this around. Copy link. All right, awesome. And so I'm going to just put this in a browser so you can kind of see it as you'll see it. So different, you won't get access to the whole store potentially. I'll just send you links to different things, but we have glitter stickers and then Keep It Simple stickers for both the Leadership Institute, our AI Startup Studios platform. You can, oh, I didn't add the t-shirt yet because it was in final development. Let me add it right now. I'll show you how this works. So, oh, it's this one. AI community T. And I'm gonna just say go. And now it's added. And so now you'll be able to see it in the store, which I think is over here somewhere. My store. Oh yeah, no, that's not what I wanted to do. Let's see here. I think I wanted to like put a tab in, and there we go. There we go. Now it should show up. Yay, it's here. All right. So this is what you'll see. And there are many other stores, but this is our store. So it's kind of cool, right? I show this to you again as a community for you to see how easy it is for you to build your own swag store if you want to. It's really fun. And one of the secret reasons why I love to do this is anything I buy here is actually tax deductible. So I wear this swag all the time. My closet is full of t-shirts. My desk is full of stickers, and of course, and I love it. So hopefully you don't mind me sharing that with you, but if you make it to level 4, you can go in and add and order your own t-shirt for yourself if that is interesting and exciting to you. All right. I hope you were able to see that. Okay. Oh, anyway. All right. So now we are come to that time of our call where we open it up for communication, I think you also get to share your screen. Oh, Daniel, you're here twice. Joe and Kirk and Lucy and Margaret and Marion and Melanie and Rick's here. What's up, Rick? Good to see you. Sarah, Sherilyn, Tara, Val, and William. Welcome. Welcome to the call. So now if you have any questions, comments, any cool new things you've seen happen in the world today, now is your chance. It'd be great if you raise your hand just so we don't talk all over each other and people feel, and of course, if not, I will share my own. And if you want to come on camera and say hi to everyone, you're welcome to do that. But we found that this allows me to kind of get through all the stuff and then hopefully open it. Of course, we were chatting in the chat the entire time as well. But this way, if you have anything, anything you want to share about what's happening, otherwise, I will be sharing more with you. Let's see if there is. So one of the other benefits of being in the I Love AI community that I have uncovered anyway, is that when we're on these calls, right, a lot of us, I mean, I've known a couple of you before we started doing these calls, but being able to come and hang out every single week is useful, but it becomes even more useful when you're actually building stuff and you have questions. So we've started to release content and it's in the onboarding guide or in the onboarding process. Yay! So if you do take the AI Leadership Essentials class or the AI Leadership Master class and you're like, wait, how do I do this? It's a great opportunity to ask questions. Marion's on the map, what? Amazing. Okay, awesome, cool. And thank you, Margaret, that's awesome. I'm just catching up because you all are talking to each other. I didn't know. Mandalorian, what? Oh my gosh, that is happening. We are doing a Mando sticker. It's gonna have to be like a tiger in a Mando outfit. That's happening. Melanie, go ahead. Come on up. Let me see. What do you got?
Hello, everybody. Once again, so excited to be here in this community. Just last week, we were on, and I was talking about how I am one of the non-techiest tech persons you will ever meet, but I have a passion and a dream for something in AI. And there were a couple of people I connected with in LinkedIn, actually met with Ray Ortega on a Zoom call. And just by him explaining what he's launching and doing, I got even more AI tech smart and was able to help him with some of his ideation for speaking and his messaging. So I just wanted to say thank you. And this community is real, it's practical, it's awesome, and I'm getting smarter by the day.
Yay! I'm so glad to hear that. That's amazing. And yes, we would like you to record an audio book so we could just listen to you if that's okay. Thank you. That's awesome. Thank you, Daniel. I agree. Last week we were like, wait, what? We just want to hear you talk. Talk some more. That's amazing. Awesome. Thank you for saying that. Yeah. And so many of us, I mean, Joe has been on calls with community members many times. And oh, great, Rick, come on up.
Hey, how are you doing?
Great. Nice to see you.
Yeah, fantastic. So I just put in the school a Perplexity space that I'm willing
Good.
to share. But what I'd love to do is we should create a space for all the stuff you want to
Sure.
talk about. So a
Absolutely.
space, if you're not familiar with, you go into Perplexity, create a thread, which is a conversation. You turn that into a page where you get to design and add pictures. And then you go to a space where you share with other people common knowledge. I use it for all my classes have a space. And then you can go in there and do inquiries and searches, and of course, ChatGPT and Claude is all under the hood, and it's all annotated. So you've got citation engine and a great search. So Perplexity's my go-to for education and knowledge gain. So there's some
Amazing. I
stuff
love
on
it.
there in the post I just made.
So one of the things in our AI Leadership Institute call we had was someone had said, and we're going to launch it, that we wanted to create a AI leadership research lab where you could just
Yes.
identify a hypothesis, and then your job would be, of course, to learn all about it as you have done with Perplexity along. I mean, I remember the day you uncovered it as a tool, but it allows you to say, hey, I want to see if I could use this like you have for education, for research, for
Yeah.
whatever. And then as you uncover that tool, you then report back to the community like, oh, here's how the hypothesis is turning out. And so some of us do that like you naturally because you're an educator, but I thought it would be fun to build it kind of project style so people could go and
Yeah.
grab a project, grab a hypothesis, and
So
then be
you'll-
willing to test it and then even write a paper that we, or a presentation.
So
That we would all send.
example I gave right here, this is the group in there. There's a care app. It's for disabilities. So it's an application that we're designing in class, and it's every one of the notes, including the screenshots from our PowerPoint presentation. There's one immigration app called Hello USA. It partners basically immigrants with people who have navigated the system effectively. And so it's the design, everything, all the questions, all the user groups, the stories and everything. So take a look at, there's some real stuff in there that's really good. Imagine is the foundation I'm building right
Is
now.
this was one of your moonshot projects, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
all of these are. So there's
Yeah,
several shots, and I'm working
cool.
with Adobe right now on content creation, authenticity, turning it to a creator economy. Their content credentials now fingerprint just like your VIN number on your car, your intellectual property, so you can't take it off.
I
So
love
if
it.
somebody downloads your picture, they can't put it up there because it is recognized on a blockchain as someone's property.
Amazing. I
We're
love
working on that right now. So, and all those moonshots are in there. Some of them, if anybody wants to be invited into another moonshot area, I'm looking for collaborators on all these projects.
Amazing. I love it. So that's awesome. Thank you. Yeah, I've watched these
Appreciate
like
you.
ideas of yours blossom into reality. So it's really cool. If anyone
getting
is looking
really
for an
fun.
opportunity to just, put your fingers on a keyboard and play around with some of these technologies, I think that would be great. Thank you so much for
Thank
sharing
you.
that. That's awesome. Hey, Joe. Come on up. I think you can talk. Yes, you're good. You can. I could ask you to unmute.
Yep.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. Hey. Hi.
So
How
I
you
can ask you, Joe, you can't like turn on your camera, or are you choosing not to?
I can't turn on my camera. Actually, it's not giving me the option to turn on the camera.
All right. So I must have done something when I set up this call. So I'll figure it out.
No
So I
worries.
just wanted to ask you before you got started. I'm like, just look and tell me, can you not? Or I wasn't sure if you weren't because you didn't want to.
Sorry, it's Marian. I think it's set up as a webinar rather
Yeah,
than
that's okay. Because people can still, I have webinars that I've set up for myself that people can come on camera. It's a checkbox that I must have either forgot to unselect or select, but yes, thank you for that, Mary. Okay, Joe, yes, what were you
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah. No worries. So I actually am really excited because I'm generating my first consulting services contract in ChatGPT.
Mhm.
So I'm actually creating the draft of the contract using web sources, trusted web sources, assembling it in ChatGPT, and then of course sending it to a lawyer because I'm not going
Yes,
to use
of course.
that as my legal background. But at least I'm giving the lawyer a lot of the research up in advance, so he doesn't have to do as much. And it's honestly, I need it right now because it looks like I've got my first consulting gig, which is going to be a fractional CTO for a startup.
Oh my God, awesome. Can you tell me more about that? Like how many hours a week are you consulting?
That's a part of the proposal that I've got to put together
see.
over the next week.
Yeah.
But it's
Well, I'd love to hear how that goes because I get these requests. Oh my gosh, my cat. I get these requests to do this, and I'm like, so I'd love to see how that goes for you. Let me know.
yeah, no, I'm
That's
probably
exciting, though. Like that's super exciting.
It is exciting, and it's an AI related startup. So
Cool.
they're doing a special niche of AI in fintech. So
Cool.
it should be cool.
I love it. And are you in the AI consultancy sessions?
I am not. I haven't done that yet, but
Oh, you should. Yeah, I'll send you the invite. You should come. Only because
Thanks.
we're gonna go through, like right now we're in week 2, which you're already past anyway.
Mhm.
But starting next week, we're doing pricing or product selection, offer creation, and pricing. And then in week 4, we go through prospecting and identifying, and actually getting, by the end of 6 weeks, you'll have 3 clients. So that's the promise anyway. If you do all
Awesome.
the things, it'll definitely happen. I've tested it myself, and I'm actually building. So I built a whole new consultancy, brand new practice, create a brand new website, brand new domain, and just tested this out. So I'm like literally 2 weeks ahead of when I'm teaching so that I can prove the results when I'm on the call. And people can't be like, well, you've had this company forever. I'm like, no, I just literally made the company.
Awesome. That's really
Yeah.
cool.
So it'll be fun. And of course, you've already got some success. So it'd be nice to have you on the call anyway.
Thank you.
All right. Awesome.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, very cool. Amazing. Awesome. Any other questions, comments? Anything you want to see like in the community, fun things, get-togethers. I'm really excited about this new momentum we've got with Eric being the guinea pig, but him allowing us to do a little longer session once a month, where we get to all literally get access to a tool and kind of be in a collected area. It will be a different type of call. It won't be a webinar style because we're gonna be hacking together. So we'll have a chance to break out into small rooms if we get in trouble or get stuck. But it'll be really fun, I think, addition to our free community of like, let's just pick a product, and it's even better if that product happens to be some, product you built in the community. We have lots of founders building stuff in our community. And now, of course, as Rick just shared, like we're all builders. Like you can actually build a product. I just built for my consultancy, one of the products that I built to add value to my consultancy offer is I created what's called the AI Leadership Lab. And it's basically a platform with 15 different AI systems in it, 15 different bots. And it represents a collection of them represents your executive boards. There's a CMO, a CTO, a CIO, a CRO, a revenue officer, a CHRO, a HR officer. So there's all these bots that are tuned specifically for an industry, which is the one I'm building this practice for, but it is chief executive perspectives. So you can ask this bot like, hey, what about a marketing strategy? I mean, you're not going to be like, hey, can you build me, an image? Can you create me a content post? It's going to be more these just like you would if you had a board, right? You don't ask a board to actually deliver the tactical. You want their guidance on the strategic. And so what I did was I took basically I hand selected Fortune 100 companies and trained these little bots on all of the content. Most of these top 100 brands, their CMOs, CTOs, CIOs, CEOs have written books, have blog posts, have created content. And so I've trained these systems on that content to give guidance to you. So it's kind of like asking the Microsoft CMO or asking the McDonald's CMO for advice. So it's pretty cool. But again, I didn't build any tech at all. Like there was no coding. I could have coded if I wanted to, but I just thought what would be helpful to a founder that I'm trying to help. Again, similarly for you, I mean, I know you're working on product as well, but like we can now build products that go along with our services that amplify the value that we give to the world. So yeah, it's so cool. And it doesn't take long. Like it's so cool. So that, by the way, the people who finish the consultancy and actually go into the incubator, which isn't for everybody, but if people like we have about 30 people that are going to be incubating, meaning working 3 days a week on their business, doing all the things right in front of me. People who do that work, they get access to the leadership lab, like as part of their membership of that program. And so I'm excited to see how it goes. And of course, who knows, it could be a disaster, but the fact that I can build a product now, before, if I wanted to build a product, I'd have to, I mean, it was a whole, like me having the idea, then I also had to build it in code. Then the code had to actually compile and work. Then I'd have to deploy it and acquire a cloud infrastructure. Like now I don't have to do any of that. It's beautiful. It's beautiful times. So something to think about as you are all doing your things. Awesome. Oh, you're too funny, Daniel. Awesome. So really cool stuff in the chat. Please take a look at it. Also, don't forget to just continue to connect with each other, add yourself to the map. That'll be growing. And like I said, we have a couple of mentors in the program that are going to be reaching out. And if you want to just get on a call with them, they will give you some guidance as to how to make the very most of the community and also how to accelerate your journey in learning AI and know more about what you want to do here. So everyone who's joined in the last 2 months answered questions when they joined the community. You might not even remember them, but the last question that you were asked in your joining the community was, I want to learn this thing. So what topic are you interested in? So we are creating a whole, it won't be live, it'll be recorded, but a whole series on community requested topics. And what I'm going to encourage you all to do is think about, like, I might even post that topic and ask us all to create content for that topic. I mean, that would be super fun. Some of us are educators at heart. Some others of us have just done the work and would love to share our experience. So I think it'd be really fun for us to just take the topics that people have already asked for. So I'll give you an example. Someone was like, oh, I really want to know everything about responsible AI, or I really want to know how does data privacy impact artificial intelligence? So there's all these like buckets of ideas. And so I feel like some of us, in like even you, I'm looking at you, could help build content that would help people learn. And my vision is that we close the digital divide that's widening as we speak with people who can't afford to go to Harvard or MIT or Stanford, who can't even afford a $1,200 program from Andrew Ng, or a Maven program. I have one that's $3,000, right? Like, how do we make AI truly accessible to everyone? And I think every one of us is part of that journey, being part of a community like this. So thank you for joining. Thank you for staying. As we close out today, next week we will be meeting, but it is a Black Friday hackathon. So we'll do a tiny little intro at the beginning to welcome everyone in case people join that didn't know we were doing what we're doing, though it will be on the calendar. And then we're going to give it to Eric. He's going to teach us his platform. And then if you registered prior to the event, you will have access to the platform. It's beta. It's not publicly available. It is going to be a very successful platform. It's really cool. So I really want, I mean, it's kind of a gift that we get to give ourselves is, hey, we get to leverage an agentic product that's coming to market soon and be part of its creation. So I think it's a really great opportunity. So thank you, everyone, for all of your contributions. Congratulations to our winners of our sticker packs. I'm super excited for that. And I will definitely take you up, Daniel, on being my distributor to Asia Pack, actually. If you want to distribute my stickers and books that I sell. My cat is anyway. Oh. So anyway, thanks everybody. Let's go. Have a great weekend. Enjoy, and I will see you again next week. And don't hesitate to reach out to either myself or one of our mentors for any questions you might have. Have a great weekend. I'll talk to you all soon. Thank you.
Thank you, Noelle.
Yep, you're welcome. Bye, everybody.
Bye.